PRA semifinals. I'm Wired once again, joined in the booth with special guests Bumskag and Oscar. How you guys doing?
Go.
Doing great. How are you guys doing?
Not too bad, man. Happy to have you
Doing
boys
good,
here.
Oscar. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Good to be back.
Good to be back again. I'm glad to have the trio in here for the playoffs.
The trio, I like that. That's hilarious.
I mean, you got
You know,
Bumskag, who I love to
I don't
death.
know about you, Wired, but I don't know what you brought, but I got my Pepsi and Oscar's got the popcorn. What'd you bring?
So I said at the end of the stream that I was gonna go get a snack and drink, and then
Yeah.
you joined the lobby, and that never happened. So, but we are getting on to race number 1 here. A little bit of info. It was AY's team who picked the car in the A-Class Road Cutter. No surprise with Unknown on their team. He's a very strong A-Class driver. And the tracks were picked by Colt's team, but Colt was out of town all weekend, so Sacro picked the tracks.
Yeah, this is a very interesting track. It's a very long track to put. How many laps are on here, Wired? 15?
That's a good question. I'm guessing 15. He might have it set to 20. I'm going to check right now.
It is 15 laps. This is going to be like almost like a marathon. This track is, what is it, about a minute? Well, I don't know in the A class. It's probably under a minute. But
Yeah,
we're looking at
A-Class
about a good 15-minute race here. This is going to be a nice little finger exercise for these guys.
Yeah, absolutely. A-Class, I think these guys were getting down to around, like, the fastest I've seen was like a 49-second lap.
Oh my God.
Yeah, right, Oscar. We can really dream about that.
So in a normal lobby, this track is 6 laps, which is, I think, 2 laps too many. So doing 15 or 20 is just insane. And then, who picked the car again?
That would be
AY?
AY and Unknown.
Yeah, that big mistake.
I mean, if
This is not a
Oscar,
fun car on a bouncy track.
I'm just going to have to cut you off, Oscar. If you were still in there, you would have had some say in that. But I just
No, I was. Yeah, okay. So I was on 81's team, the Firebirds, and unfortunately, I made a big mistake and left a little early. I didn't realize I was still racing. I would not have had much say in the car they picked, though. I was the bronze team member for that. I didn't help out hardly at all. I didn't help out at all. Had a really rough season. But this is where my heart is with the Firebirds and 81's team, and Unknown and Fast, Badass Frog, and who do you say was filling? Black Sierra.
Black Sierra.
So, yep. That's where my heart is tonight.
You know what? I've been talking about changes next season. I know B-Dog was going to have a stream about it, but I'm on the board. I do what I want.
that's right.
Next season, we're going to keep the team racing aspect, but we're going to be going back to racing against only your series.
That's I like that. I think a lot of other people are going to like that too, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I think it's the best way to balance it. I know a lot of guys were, especially the lower series, were just kind of struggling with, not being able to keep up and worrying about getting into other people's way, I think was the biggest thing, honestly.
Yeah, I watched the last race from the first lobby, and a couple of bronze drivers in the back of the pack. I mean, great guys, very competitive racers, but literally stand no chance against people like W, Spider Monkey, and the likes like that. So I think it's a good change, and I think more people will like that. Wired.
Yeah, and I think it'll bring back the competitive drive with some of the guys, and with B-Dog, I said it last stream, I'll say it again. I have a soft retirement for myself. I'm going to be focusing on helping B-Dog run it and get more streams out, because I hate this whole one stream a week bull crap that we've been doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a little rough. I mean, especially someone like me. Even if I'm in the race the next day, I will watch every stream that happened that week. You know what I mean? Rewatch it and see how it goes, and listen to it while I'm at work, and blah 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 blah. And yeah, once a week was a little brutal for a PRA fan.
Yeah.
Myself.
And I'm thinking about seeing if we want to extend the regular season to 6 weeks, if we want to do it all on the same night. so that, week 1 we can watch bronze and gold, week 2 we watch silver and diamond, week 3 bronze and gold again, and just kind of flip back and forth so that everyone has 3 races streamed to the season. I think it's the fairest way to go about things.
Well, there's going to be some trial and error involved, just like there was this year, the year before, and so on and so forth. We'll get it straightened out.
Yeah, absolutely. But coming around to the end of qualifying, Petrie's currently on the pole position.
No surprise.
And McNasty right there behind him, so...
Dude, what is with this guy? My lord, this guy is turning it up and turning it on.
I know, he's been steadily improving, since he joined pretty well. I mean,
oh yeah,
he kind of plateaued a little bit. He was with me my first season and didn't really improve, but for some reason the past 2 seasons, I'd say, he's been really steadily improving.
Oh, very much so. And, Petrie, he should be, the fastest qualifier, being in bronze.
Oscar, knew you'd say that.
He's a fake bronze.
That's awesome. That is so good.
He's a fake bronze. I'll say it forever. Yeah. He doesn't belong here.
Yeah.
B-Dog, I'm calling you out.
I believe in every season there's probably going to be somebody that's misplaced. It's just going to happen.
Sure.
I get how it works. And the way he did the combine, the way PRA did the combine, I think that was the best way you could have placed everybody, because everybody was basically placed where they should have been, with the exception of a couple, Petrie and Racer Chick.
Yeah, I was still a bronze racer, and I was in silver. I mean, what the hell?
Well, I believe you're silver. Maybe not top silver, but you belong up there.
Very bottom. I like that. There's that fine cutoff line between bronze and silver. It just depends on how 1 week I'm a bronze.
Depends on the day, yeah.
It depends on the day.
and that's
depends on the track and the car.
and that's where it gets a little tough. I mean, you have your clear cut, top of each series, especially when you get up to diamond. Like your guys like W, Zuri's, Spider, those guys. I don't want to be cocky, but I've been up there the past few seasons. They were no question. But then you get down to top of gold, bottom of diamond. With the guys like, well, AY was on that list, but he's proven us wrong. But that's where it's like, shit, on a good day, AY's definitely a diamond driver. On a bad day, he's definitely a gold driver.
Yeah, right.
And then it just kind of trickles down the ladder from that. And Petrie shouldn't have never been there. He joined the sign up late, didn't do the combine. B-Dog, still calling you out on that one.
Second.
But we are.
I don't know what's going on with the points or anything. So I don't know who we should be rooting for and who should win this, who needs to win this, or.
So I believe the way I did it for the last race, and I'm just gonna talk to B-Dog about it afterwards, is a full points reset going into the playoffs. Because I believe it's the winner of the last race, so I believe that would be W's team.
Okay.
The winner of this lobby, whoever that may be, at the end of the night, guarantee their spot in the finals. And then I think what B-Dog said was which team has the most points that didn't win, make that third qualifying spot.
Okay, nice.
Also,
yeah,
I just
for a while, so
I just got a message.
I know who I'm rooting for, though. I'm rooting for Colt Chevy.
It's funny you mentioned that. Colt Chevy messaged me about 10 minutes ago, maybe 15 minutes ago now. He's like, "Well, this is going to be fun. Been gone all weekend. Just started practicing today, and it's been rough."
Yeah.
It's an A-class car. I mean, Oscar, you and I don't do A-class like hardly ever. Some of these guys live in A-class, or they used to before they came to PRA and went down to C or B. But for people like me and you, Oscar, this car is going to be would be extremely difficult to handle.
Well, and especially on this track, I mean, I know a lot of these guys are running a 1 suspension because they have to. but it's like it's a bouncy beast when you're on one suspension.
I was watching DH in his qualifying, and it just looked like a rubber ball. So he just got, yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely not easy to handle, but Colt might not be doing so hot, but man, look at his team. Petrie on the pole, Daddy McNasty on third, and Sacro in fourth. Very strong showing from his team there.
Let's not forget about Deeskers in third place. This guy's no slouch either.
Absolutely, and this is a guy who I believe in his chat said he was the one who had hit the 49. So man's a robot.
Going that fast.
Honestly, in this car combination on track, not a shot I get up there. But we are going green here for 15 laps.
Nope, one more. Oh, there they go. Oh, late start.
Oh, you know what? They probably waited for that little hump with one suspension so that people didn't die. They are 6 wide back there. And a little explosion of cars on that one suspension.
Yeah,
super funny to see.
That one suspension has taken 3 or 4 of them already.
So Slick and Frog got the worst of that. E-Man kind of got caught up a little bit, it looks like. Unknown jumps to an early lead. Ah, never mind. D-Skirt takes it.
D's actually took that off of the... It looked like Petrie stalled a little bit off of that.
Oh,
we got a big one.
Nasty takes out Unknown.
Oh.
Spectacular crash.
Oscar, somebody call an ambulance.
Yeah, but not for me.
That was a epic crash. I'm so glad I caught that. But I will say these guys are on instant reset for this track. I got word from AY before this race. Due to this track being a death pit.
Look at my guy Colt Chevy moving up to third.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see. It looks like Colt might actually just let Sacro keep that position.
I'm sorry, Oscar. I have to do this. I should have picked Sacro to win.
The curse is real and alive.
My poor team is all in the back.
Yeah, definitely a bit of a rough start for the Firebirds here. With AY, must have been involved. He might have been involved in the big one at some point, and he just bounces into the wall. That's the...
Oh, and McNasty slows way down. I think he was letting Unknown back up.
Yeah, and Unknown had a lead to begin with, and it's... Man, this is just...
Oh, insane. Sierra jumps over Unknown.
That's team-on-team violence here, man. Man, this is a fun one. This is...
Well, it's actually a really fun track. I don't think I've ever done it in A-Class, and then this Road Cutter is not an easy car to handle. And I can't... Oh, and AY almost goes over.
But looking up at the front...
I can imagine it on one suspension, Oscar.
We have
some of these jumps.
Caution.
And how do we know they're on one suspension? Did I miss something?
I have access to the chats again, and I saw everyone's tunes.
Why would they be on 1? I'd be on 5.
Are they okay? They're on caution. Unknown and fast. Just did a 360 spin out. It was awesome.
Unknown's very good at that, I must say.
Okay, I was commenting earlier on the green flag with the delay. It looked like Petrie was a little slow off the start, and that gave Dees Kurds the opportunity to take over that first place spot off of that little delay he had. They're both lined up first and second again. Let's see which one could get the jump, or if Petrie's gonna, I don't know. Starting after that jump it's a little risky, a little crappy. I mean, you got to be on point to get that starting.
Yeah, absolutely.
To get going. You know what I mean? It's hard to explain, but I mean, when you're down there and you're racing, and you're not actually starting at the start-finish line, it makes things a little bit more difficult. Not just for number 1 and number 2, but for everybody else involved as well.
Yeah, it honestly hurts my brain when you don't start right before the start-finish.
Yeah.
Right.
Because it's so natural. It's a start-finish line, But But I'm gonna ride on board with DHFS here, starting in that 4th place position. And they go green before the start finish this time. Interesting.
Oh,
And
look at them all sweat.
DH
Oh,
Fest.
DH with a huge. Look at that. He got a 3-fer.
Oh no, here comes another big one. Oh, oh.
Yep, Colt Chevy got spun around.
Oh, yep. There's,
Oh,
yep.
Unknown's flipping.
And some lag.
Sierra's flipping. Everybody's flipping. Man.
This is just insane.
So this is AY's up to 5th now after all the carnage
Yeah.
is settled.
DH Fest, you took a great
Full restart.
corner
They're
to
doing a
take the
restart.
lead. They're going to do a full restart.
Full restart. Fess, are you okay?
DH just totally took the top end off of somebody's car.
Man, this has been. They might be starting single
file. Yep, that was probably the best thing to do.
I think that's a
Oh,
very
no.
smart choice.
Oh, well, okay.
What is going on here? Well, we'll find out. They're self-officiating. They'll figure it out eventually.
Oh, they are self-officiating. That's nice.
So yeah, it looks like we're going single file here. I think that's the smartest decision. An Unknown with a big jump. There's a legal move. He crossed the line before he passed.
Ooh,
And
Colt Chevy
shoves
moving
his
way
up
up.
to there, yeah.
You see that,
Like
Oscar?
to
That
see
was
it.
a great move. Oh, no, a DH is around. Oh,
Oh,
he's going
another-
to take
Jeez.
big wreck.
Oh, McNasty's still
my
flipping
God.
back there.
Man, we had 2 cars go off the track completely.
But it looks like they're staying green this time. Yeah, I think if they don't stay green on AY.
Oh, and AY's over.
no.
AY's over.
The classic AY flip. Oh my, Slick just like
Slick is cartwheeling.
air dive bombed Unknown there. This is getting wild. I've been trying to ride with Unknown to see if he can make his way back up to the pack, but it seems like he's just involved in every single accident that's happened so far.
Oh, we got another one over. Sierra's over.
Oh man.
Man, they are just tumbling. Rumbling, stumbling, and tumbling.
And you know, shout out to Sierra for showing up. Sierra found out that he was racing at about 5:40, I'd say.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
So it was a very late last second call, but I didn't want anyone to miss out on a teammate. And had I known that Buzzin wasn't going to make it, I would have offered the same deal to W's team. But I didn't know he wasn't going to make it.
Well, and Sierra's never backed down from a challenge. And Dee's curves gets out of control, and Petrie steam fast him.
And Colt
Said
Chevy.
Colt
Chevy
yeah.
took second. Oh, Dee's is right back in there for third or second.
Colt's going for an undercut.
But that let Sacro catch up too.
And what a showing from the premature acceleration. I mean, these guys are 1, 3, and 4 currently. And 8th. I mean, that's very, very strong. So for tiebreakers, for those who don't know, if there is a tiebreaker to make it into the finals, it's your average team's position. So the average of all 4 of your drivers where they finished in the race. Whoever has the highest makes it through. If there's still a tie after that, I have no clue what we're going to do, but we'll figure it out eventually.
We'll figure it out as we go. Huh? So I'm looking at some fast the lap times here. Dee's Kurtz holds the fastest lap with a 50.545. He's currently running 2.5 tenths faster than Petrie. Oh, Daddy McNasty just took that from him. As I was speaking about it with a 50.513. And was that the leader that just spun out? It was Petrie.
Petrie.
Lost control of it on that jump. The jump of death.
That has been the jump of death. We haven't made it through that clean once. But it means Dee's Kurds is taking the lead currently. Colt Chevy not far behind. I mean, here's a guy who's just saying, oh, I didn't really practice, but we'll see how it goes.
Colt's going to have some work to do, I feel. He's running at his fastest lap nearly a half a second slower than Dee's Kurd, so I mean, if Dees could put a few laps together at that fast lap time, he's just going to walk away with it, I feel.
Yeah, which, I mean, Sacro's a little far behind to contest that, but Sacro's very close to that lap time as well, with a .577. So,
absolutely.
300ths off. That's nothing.
And we should be coming up to caution cutoff here shortly.
Yeah, I believe lap 13. Again, these guys are self-officiating, so they may do lap 12. And yeah, as you said, I mean, Deeskerts is just storming away from Colt Chevy here.
I do, Oscar. I can hear Wired fine. Me and him are. He's talking.
Oh, okay. I'll sorry. I'll just stay quiet then.
Buddy.
There he is.
No, you don't have to stay quiet.
Well, I don't want to interrupt the Wired.
Oh, Deeskerts.
What do we have? A caution again?
Yeah, Deeskerts just ran a 49.8 that lap.
Oh my gosh! Wow, the only 49 on the track. Oh Jesus! God, that guy's booking.
Unknown ran a 50.3, so he's peeking up there a little bit.
Now these guys. They're talking to each other. They're saying, "Look, jump at death. We have to avoid it." They all went slow over it.
Take your time. Don't kill each other. Yeah, I see D West in the chat. I hope they're having fun and not taking it too seriously because this is wild.
I'm sure that these guys are having a great time.
Oh, I would hope so.
Right.
Oh, that's a good thing to place a bet on, D West. How many you think you're gonna flip? I'm going with 4.
Oscar?
Yeah, that's pretty good. I'm gonna go with 3, just to
what?
Wired.
You guys have no faith. I'm gonna go with none.
Oh, okay.
Oh, all right.
You have much more faith in Colt Chevy than I do.
I picked our redneck Jesus for a reason. He can do miracles.
I mean, he's got Jesus in his nickname, so.
That's right.
That's right.
All right, we are single file once again. I still think it's a smart move, but we are going green. And no big jumps from everybody yet. McNasty's a little sideways. Sacro's punting Colt Chevy out of the way.
Sacro don't want to do that. He's gonna. Yeah. Oh, Colt Chevy's halfway off the track. He is off.
Oh,
one's over.
He's
back on.
Flag.
You know what? I'll give it to you, Bumskeg. I didn't see a single car genuinely flip there.
I did. I saw Colt Chevy and a couple other go off the track a little bit, but other than that,
You get an extra kernel of popcorn.
I'm impressed, boys.
And you, sir, I will put an extra straw in my Pepsi so we can share it.
Glad you're a Pepsi drinker, not one of those gross Coke drinkers.
Dude, Coke is
the only way to go. Come on now.
It's gross. So gross.
So Deeskerts went really wide through there. Unknown gained a little bit of ground, but lost some speed doing it.
Oh, we're 3 wide over the jump of death. Oh, they split up. Oh, DH Fest. I don't know if that was lag or not, but that was lag.
No, that was lag, yeah.
Yeah.
And Colt Chevy is holding off the horde, trying to let Sacro catch this group.
Yes.
Man, it looks like AY's being squeezed by some premature accelerations.
Right, you are, Ken.
Oh, I love that name. DH Fest is diving in there. DH Fest wants to gain a couple positions here for his team. Deeskerts gets a little bent out of shape there. I'm going back to unknown.
Oh, man. When these cars lose control, they go sideways like almost all the way. So to correct yourself, you got to come all the way across the track and hope you don't hit somebody in the process.
Yeah, it's not an easy car to control by the looks of things. But Unknown is trying to make a move stick on Deeskerts here with the last lap. Goes for a wide entry and blows by Deeskerts.
He does. Oh, Dees is over. No,
He's
Deeskerts.
not going to be happy about that one.
He's not just over. He is DNF'd himself.
Yeah, he is.
Hello to B-Dog in the chat. We see you there.
B-Dog, what's going on, man? You're tuned in at the wrong moment. This race has been chaos.
This is insane.
Oh no!
Oh, he made it. He
No!
got it. He got it.
Did he make it?
He
Oh
got it.
my God! We almost had a repeat. We almost had a repeat from that one year. Oh
somebody
my
just
word!
flipped over back there. Who was that?
Okay, so did you get that on the stream, Wired, or not?
Of unknown slamming into the...
Yeah.
Yes, I did.
He did not cross the start-finish line. When he hit that, wouldn't that have been something?
All right, so for point standings, the Firebirds have taken a lead currently.
Ooh. Ooh.
With the premature acceleration hot on their tail. So this race is going to be a make or break. Who's going to make the finals?
Can't get over that name.
Job, Firebirds.
The premature. Yeah,
See how much better they're doing when I'm sitting on the bench?
When you're sitting on the bed? and there's no hamsters in here to screw things up?
That's right. Them hamsters, man.
The hamster, they screw everything up.
Oh, those dirty thunder hamsters.
That's right.
All right,
That was something else to watch.
That was insanity is what that was.
Wow. Yeah,
So
let's
now-
not ever do that.
Nope.
No.
let's what about some mud diggers? Sounds like
We've
a
actually
blast.
done that. We've done that in my room once. It is hilarious.
Oh, it is. Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Oh, we need to get Unknown into the chat.
You are correct.
Mr. Unknown. AY's been messaging me, so I'll tell him.
Okay, yeah.
Because he should already be in this chat. But until he gets here, I have the points from race 1 and race 2, at least for the two teams competing for the, or that are close in competition for the win. The Firebirds have 28 points, and Colt Chevy's team, I'm done saying the name, is 26 points.
Thank you, Wired. I can't get over that.
Alright, so I just got word from AY. He's just setting up the lobby, then he's going to join us.
Okay, great.
Well, now I have to delete everything I was just typing out.
Oh, my word.
Oh, man. So I also got word from... I would never disrespect the Hamsters Racer chick. I'm just playing. I got word from AY that they did not enjoy that race.
Oh. That's
Unknown.
What's up, Unknown?
Yep, that's me.
Congratulations on another win this season. You've been doing quite well.
Truthfully, I did not expect that to go that way. Not after the way it started.
I expected the unexpected because you never know what's going to happen like with a track like that.
Well, there was a lot of lag spots that really diced people up, and when I made that pass on D's at the end, I was trying to watch the stream to see, because on my screen I left him plenty of room, I thought, and I don't know. It's a lot of things that I'm trying to place through my head right there, because I thought I set it up right and had a good run.
And it looked like you did from our angle, but just kind of seems like he got pinched just a little too much, and I thought you were clear of him. At least it looked like it to me.
Well, as far as it was going, that's where I thought coming out of the turn, I had that nice good run on the inside. I know we bumped doors a little bit, but I thought I pulled away like far enough left coming across. I know that little hump there, because I don't want to ever run somebody in there, and you already have enough frustration with the way the track is going. It's intentional, which I no way near mean to get into D's at all. Yeah.
That's the public apology from Unknown himself.
That's right.
But
I mean, he was running strong, so
he was running a really strong race, a stupid fast lap time.
If you would do something for me unknown when you get back into the lobby, please tell Sacro that the booth has voted him to win the next race.
That's right.
All right.
And
We'll see what comes up in this one. It's going to be fun.
I will let you
Yep,
know.
congratulations.
I told the last guys, so I'm going to tell you, make it even. You guys are leading by 2 points right now. Which means you need to tell Colt Chevy that he needs to really pick it up this race because he's 2 points behind.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So,
All right, buddy.
all right. Yeah, I mean, I did a lot of practice with these earlier. He knows. I hope he knows I don't do anything intentional. And like I said,
No,
if there was
yeah, he
lag,
knows that.
I'm
He
sorry, but I thought I left him space.
Yeah, absolutely. I think he'll understand. It's just in the moment frustrations, you know.
Yeah, you two
Trust me, I was in the back of that for a while there.
I know. I did mention that I think every crash you were a part of somehow, some way.
I don't know who catapulted over me at the start, so that's insane.
Oh man! All right, buddy.
But yeah, we gotta get going.
Yeah, we're gonna let you
All
go
right.
qualify.
Good luck.
Good luck.
Good luck, good sir. Oh, they're voting me? That's unreal.
Yeah, that's
They even tried to vote me.
Well, that was a handful of a race. I mean,
Yeah,
that was insanity.
that was
This track
do it
will
again.
obviously.
yeah.
Let's do it again.
Let's run it back one more time. You know?
This track will obviously be a lot better. The rally circuit's a little smoother, not as many jumps and bumps. I don't know what car they use in Wired.
They're using the same car,
Yeah,
Oh.
A-class road cutter.
A-class
Okay,
road cutter.
This
They
track
were.
should be a lot better.
I think they were definitely trying to pick towards Unknown's strengths here. Unknown's been a very
Sure.
strong player
Right.
on that team, and you know he's out of everyone in the league. You know he's definitely top 3. I'd probably say top 2.
You know, I was looking in
A-class.
the other lobby, the first lobby that was ran tonight, and there were a ton of A-class racers in that lobby. I don't see a lot of them in this one, that at least I know of, that do it on a regular basis. I mean, the last one probably had 5 or 6 of them that I know of that do A-class on a regular basis or have done it on a regular basis.
Yeah, I mean, AY, whenever he runs in WPL, which hasn't been a whole lot recently, but he's fairly comfortable in A-class. I know Sierra's very, very solid in A-class. And I think Sacro's done some A-class racing, but not a whole
Sacro
lot.
has, yeah.
But yeah, like you said, I mean, in the other lobby you had Ruthless Mamba, W, Spider, just to name a few. I know Wheelie Bum used to be a A-class racer.
Yes, W, of course. Bobby used to run A-class like religiously, if I remember right.
Oh, I did not know that.
I think that's where he started. Oscar, is that correct?
You know, I'm not real sure. I was in A-class all of about 2 weeks when I bought this game. It was no bueno for me.
We'll play it now.
You know what? I started off as an A-class, not even a racer. I was an A-class hot lapper.
I want to do something we haven't done in a long time. We should go around and look at the paint jobs.
Oh my god, I love it.
You know what? DH Fest, big time. I love that black and yellow combination. Really pops to the eye. It's very pleasant. And he's got the good livery on that front end and front fenders. I like that. That's my favorite paint job.
Yeah, I think it's a really solid paint job. Petrie's, I'm a big fan of Petrie's. You know, it's not quite as hectic as some of his other teammates with the more classic racing style livery, but I like the gray and the orange. They really pop nicely together.
Yeah. Yeah, I could buy that.
Ty still has the worst paint job in PRA.
Absolutely,
Yeah,
has the worst paint.
I'm sorry. Right, you are, Ken.
And Graham is a close second.
Hey.
Graham, I'll take a second.
You leave my
teammate alone,
That's
Oscar.
That's right. You get out of here.
We're going to use our 2-inch hands to claw your face off.
Yeah, so I'm going with the black and yellow. I like the black and yellow.
Yeah, I think it's
black and yellow.
very solid color.
And I have taste, so I win.
But do you though?
No.
Yeah,
I
right.
don't.
I know. I mean, you were using a color called burgundy last year.
I was. Burgundy, you betcha.
Good old fine wine,
Team
baby.
Fine Wine.
That's right.
Man, I don't even remember what my team name was for that. Oh, it was not Fast but Furious. Yeah.
There you
There you
go.
go. Yeah, not Fast and Furious.
Me and Grandpa on a team forever. Whenever I have a team, I need that man.
So why do we have AY Unknown and Black Sierra at 1 minute and 22, 23, and 27?
Because they have not finished a lap yet. There they are. And Unknown ties D's Kurtz for the pole position.
Yep.
Yeah, there we go. There we go. Flip a coin, boys, right?
Rock, paper, scissors. Rochambeau, I go first.
This is going to turn out, I think this is going to turn out to be a good race. If you look through from DH Fest in 7th place on down to 1st, the lap times are separated by 1/10 of a second or less on every competitor. I think that this should be a pretty close race.
Yeah, and it's, as you said, not rattlesnake and going to be a lot less hectic. So I hope to see some tighter pack racing.
Yeah. And I am surprised that nobody has adopted the W approach and getting their fastest competitor to lead and follow.
Well, it looked like that's what AY's team was trying to do, but AY, something must have happened to him and he kind of got left back.
Yeah.
But yeah,
That
like
stinks.
like you said, it's a very strong tactic. I mean, get your fastest racer, and honestly, in this A class on that team was Unknown. I mean, that guy's a beast in A class, and just follow them. I think it would have been a smart way for us to qualify, and we should have done it. But
I mean, I'm just gonna have to call out Colt Chevy on his BS.
yeah,
with,
for real.
Yeah, no practicing, running third at 46.144.
Yeah, I was following Colt through that whole qualifying.
Did he have a bad lap at all?
Nope.
Oh,
No.
so
Haven't seen
he's
one yet.
just a straight up
Right.
liar.
There are some competitors who can actually really show up on race day. Colt Chevy's definitely one of those guys. You know,
Yeah.
push comes to shove, he'll knuckle down and he's going to do his best.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you there. He's one of those guys that that can show up on a whim and do really, really solid.
So we do have a tie for the pole position. That is, I don't think I've ever seen that before.
We will see if Unknown beats
Colt
it
Chevy
here.
got bumped for Petrie. Petrie got a 108.
That he did. Petrie,
Yeah,
the
Petrie-
fake bronze that could.
That's right. He ran that on his fourth lap. I believe Petrie ran that on his fourth lap.
He did. But I mean, look at the splits here for these top four guys. Not even a tenth between these top four.
Nope. Not at all.
And Colt did improve on his final lap, just not enough to beat out his teammate Petrie.
You know, I'm sorry. I got to pick Colt Chevy again. Just got to do it. Got to do it.
Yeah, you know what? For old time's sake, I'm gonna put my money on Colt as well.
Oscar.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go Unknown on this one. I mean, road course, A class, Unknown.
Yeah, I mean, he needs to change his name to known and fast.
Right.
Yeah,
Get rid of that. We know who you are, sir. We definitely know that you're fast.
yeah, and now that he's, you know, I don't want to say that. I mean, we've kind of joined forces, WPL and PRA. We've partnered up, and now you're definitely known to many of the racers on this game.
Oh yeah.
I mean, obviously the ones that will not be named already knew you in the Troll Squad.
The Troll Squad.
We have some bickering within the team. Unknown put AY on spectate.
Yeah, you might have to go. You might have to go in there and tell them what's up here.
Yeah.
Got to be the heart of the team, Oscar.
Right.
Bring
Not
back
just
that
a good looking
morale.
one, right?
That's right.
We can
of
bring
course.
AY into the booth and put Oscar in the race.
Oh, no,
That's
no, no.
that's a fair trade, I believe.
I would agree. AY is awesome in the booth, but me in A class is not a good idea.
We want to see how many people you can wreck, Oscar. Come on, dude.
It would be all of them.
Give you $5 per crash.
That's right.
Yep.
But we're going to be getting ready for, again, only 15 laps. This one I think they could have pushed up to 20, but I'm
Yeah,
hungry,
for sure.
so I'm fine with
Now,
it.
we did this one during the Gremlin season, did we not? Yeah, we did this track
Yes.
during the Gremlin season, and I
Yes,
believe
we
it was
did.
20.
Yes, it was. I think he just kind of went with 15 for all the races. I mean, it made sense in the other lobby for sure, because both of their tracks were a minute plus lap times. But yeah, it's a little strange to see this one at 15.
I know when we did that Gremlin season at 20 laps on this track, Ice Dude and I think we battled each other for 10 of those. Just side by side and bumping, changing spots and the whole night. It was a lot of fun.
I got put out on the first lap, Oscar. I got put into that white wall going up the hill.
Well, that probably wasn't fun.
That was not fun at all. No, I spent the whole race in last place.
You know, I think a similar thing happened to me, not gonna lie. Yeah, this one was a track that did not go so well for me that season, but I had some good ones, some bad ones. I led 2 laps. That was fun.
You know, it's been a long time. Well, no, it hasn't. I led a lot of laps at
2 seasons.
the Bloomfield Oval, and then I led 1 lap during that Gremlin season.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I led a whopping 2, and it was race number 2 of the season. Good old Pine Hills. And then I choked and gave Little Zombie the win.
Yeah, but you can't beat yourself up over that. Zombie is
Oh no, he's
another very
Oh, yeah.
phenomenal racer.
yeah, and Zombie's one of those guys. I mean, the first name I knew in Wreckfest, other than Squeller, because I lived with Squeller, was Little Zombie.
Fast little zombie.
Well, and Little Zombie pretty much taught Squeller everything he knew. Squeller taught me everything that Squeller knew, and it just kind of went down the ladder for a while. Me and Grandpa are the delinquents of Squeller. We're the
Well, that makes a whole lot of sense now. It's all coming together.
yeah, exactly. And then I went on to teach Brad a few things.
Yeah, Brad, I tell you, Brad Perk is so impressive how fast or how
Wow.
much he's improved.
Yes, sir.
It's-
Oscar.
yeah, it's just very impressive.
Yes, sir. I remember the Road Slayer season. He was not nearly as fast as he is now.
No, and
He's
I
Two
think-
times faster, if not more.
Yeah, and honestly, after the first couple practice sessions I had with him, I gave him the pointers that I use, and I still hopped on with him, but not as much. And he just kind of took what I told him and ran. But we are going green. I'm right on board with Mr. AY. He's kind of getting pushed in the back by THFS. Oh man.
So that corner is in a C class car, it's hard enough. You got to stick to the inside of that corner. In an A class car, you're just going to float way out to the top. So throttle control around that first turn is imperative. It's key.
Yeah, absolutely. It's like you said, it's tough enough in C class, especially when you're in a pack. But looking at the front of the pack, it looks like these Kurds took an early lead, Unknown close behind, and Colt Chevy not far behind that. And then you have
Adrian DH just went all the way around. I'm sorry to interrupt you.
all good.
Just went all the way around. Luckily, Slick was there to straighten them both out, it looked like.
Yeah, other than those top 3, right behind Colt Chevy, you have the rest of Team Premature Acceleration in Petrie, Sacro, Daddy McNasty.
We're
So-
not sitting too bad right now.
I mean, that's another very strong start from that team. 3, 4, 5, and 6. I mean, can't get too much better than that.
If Unknown could start doing a little tappy-roo with these Kurds, they can catch up.
Yeah, and that's kind of what Colt and the rest of the boys want. Slick tries to make a move, throws it a little wide. McNasty takes it back. But yeah, that's what Colt Chevy and them want to do. They want to see these two guys battle it out, and as we say that, they start to fight.
Well, Unknown wisely lets out of it. I think Unknown has the state of mind to know that if he's starting to rough him up, they're going to catch up and they're not going to be able to run away from the pack.
Yeah, and racing with Unknown over in the WPL, he's one guy that I can honestly say has never passed me in a dirty or rough, aggressive way. He's always very clean about his passes.
Look how clean that entire corner was between both of these guys. Not one shred of paint was transferred.
Yeah, they might have touched, but they were going the exact same speed, so it didn't matter.
They didn't even touch. It was amazing.
Yeah, that's just a shout out to Unknown. He has a very, very good car control here in A-Class. But it's looking like Petrie and McNasty have kind of fallen back a little bit. AY has taken that 5th position. So if he sits exactly where he is, he cannot lose a position.
Right.
Then his team wins. If he loses a position, or if Colt Chevy gains a position, I think they'll be tied if it were to end right now. Looking towards the back of the pack, we had a good battle with DHFS, Petrie, Slick, McNasty, and Sierra. Petrie collects the wall a little bit.
Yeah, I was just on that. It looked like Slick made a mistake around that last turn, and Daddy McNasty got a very nice run on him. But it looks like Slick is trying to battle back. Oh, look at some times here. 45.789. Deeskers with the fastest lap.
And a 45.8 out of Unknown and Fast, and a 45.9 out of Colt Chevy. So, Colt, never lie to me again, you little punk.
I know, right? The guy, well, I haven't practiced. You know what? He took his freaking PlayStation with him wherever he went for the weekend. You know he did.
let me go read the. I have receipts, Colt.
I have the
Colt said, and I quote, "Get ready for a shit show with me. I've been gone for a week and just started practicing today, and oh my god, I'm struggling. LOL."
You know, he must have had that magic tonic juice that Michael Jordan gave Bugs Bunny in Space Jam or something.
And he sent that at 8:25 p.m., so 5 minutes before race time.
Oh, nice. Nice.
Well, I don't know that I can ever believe Colt Chevy again.
Yep, chronic liar.
That's right, chronic liar.
Trust is gone. Chronic liar.
The word chronic's bad enough. Then you got to put the word liar on it too.
But looking back to the front of the pack here, as we bring it back in, whew, there's a big gap between Unknown and Colt.
Yeah, I think Unknown may have went around that first corner after the start-finish line a little awkwardly, spun too much sideways, and Deeskers took it almost perfectly. So Dees was able to get a nice run away from him. But I want it noted, they're not touching, and they're running, even though it's a tenth faster than Colt Chevy or 2/10 faster. That's what, after 8 laps, that's the distance you get running that much faster. And they are just going to, you know, Unknown can actually now start to run up to Deeskers if he can catch him and battle him a little bit, not have to worry about the pack catching up.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think it's a very smart move out of Unknown to just kind of chill behind Deeskers until there's only a couple laps left. That way they don't have that time to catch up to them.
Oscar, shades of Zuri's.
Shades of Zuri's?
Yeah. Waiting for the last lap to make his move.
Oh, yeah. Well, I was going to say, I don't know, a week ago or a couple weeks ago, Unknown brought me into a lobby to help me out with the Speedbird because I was really struggling in A-Class. And he was following me around, you know, my favorite track, Fire Rock. And I give him all the props in the world. He was so patient because I was everywhere on that track except on it. And then and that kind of made me kind of think of that. Okay, he's being really patient. He's just waiting and waiting and waiting. And I think we were doing 5 laps at a time. And, you know, 4.5 laps, he was done. it was time to pass, so he just passed, and he was gone. I wouldn't see him at the finish line. He was already done. So, yeah, it made me kind of think of that, too, with like Zuri's, the patience he had in racing.
And if I'm on Unknown right now, and he is showing, it's almost like he's toying with these curds, these last couple of laps here. He's running right up next to him, door to door, and then he backs off, so he doesn't touch him. Then he gets right up on him again, and then he'll back off again.
Yeah, like right here, like you know that these cards can see his hood, and now he's like, all right, I'll chill.
Yeah.
But
so
he
he's
left
going to
the
go
door.
for the pass. He knows he's going to hit, and off he goes. Look at this. This guy knows what he's doing, gentlemen.
And
no fluke.
We're gonna see some lap traffic come into play, I think here.
Oh, Deeskers messes
makes
up
a big
the corner.
mistake, and Unknown strikes right away. Very, very smart.
Yeah. The patience has paid off.
Now
we have Deeskers is going to have to try to run some fast laps to run down Unknown.
And I will say, Racer Chick, I was very confused. So, boys, I have to admit, I had some lag. I was riding on board with Sacro. And going into the second last corner, Sacro started tumbling down the track.
Well, I'm starting to wonder if maybe Sacro is the curse and not necessarily the booth.
Oscar, I like the way you think. You know what? Yeah.
Sacro will never talk to me again if he hears that.
I think, you know how he throws it in our face? Oscar, he threw it in our face all year last year.
Yeah, that's true.
He did. So.
And Unknown and Dees had just passed E-Man. E-Man pulled off to let him go by.
Oh, that's Grandpa.
Very respectable.
Yeah, it's a very, very respectful thing to do. I mean, E-Man just kind of...
Oh, no, Unknown.
Oh.
Took the corner too fast.
What happened?
He just got locked into that guardrail and couldn't get off of it.
On my screen, it looks like he just didn't let off the gas, and the rear end came around sideways and hit that guardrail.
All right, so we only have a few laps to go.
Yep, Badass Frog is not moving out of the way for Deeskers.
And that's that team racing coming into play. I mean,
yep.
Bumskag, you were an all-star blocking cold of race number 1.
Yeah.
Looks like Badass is doing the same thing. But he also kind of blocks that note a little bit there.
No, yeah, not a good move. Badass Frog should have just gotten completely out of the way for Unknown and Fast. Especially with 1 or 2 laps to go here. That little bit of contact, let's see if it's going to come into play.
Yeah, it'll be...
Well, that little bit of contact helped Colt Chevy close that gap a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to have to see a big... we're going to have to see the big one from these two, I think, for Colt to catch up.
Well, we seen it last race.
We saw lots of big ones last race. Yeah. That whole race was the big one.
We're going to run all 15 for a reason here,
I bet these guys are just having the time of their life this time around.
I don't know about you, Oscar, but I'd be shaking if I was if either one, D's or Unknown, I would be shaking uncontrollably.
Yeah, I'd be on the edge of my seat and sweating, and that's where I would make a mistake.
Oh, absolutely. Sweaty palm syndrome.
Yep. And shout out to Dees. I mean, I know we've seen Dees rise from the bottom all the way to the top where he is now. But he just keeps getting better and better and better. It just doesn't seem to be stopping.
Yeah, I mean, I know Dees is going to be giving a huge shout out to Ty. Ty came in and filled in the position with him for the last race, and that was actually the factor of them making it in, and our team not. So I guess I played myself, and I shouldn't have let Ty race for them.
Oh, and Dees takes it really... Oh, no, he's done. Sorry.
Yeah,
Dees
last lap.
And he ran...
I was so intense, I was just watching.
He ran the fastest lap on his last lap.
With a 45.6. So
that is
very strong lap time out of him for sure.
Congratulations, Dees. Holding off literally relentless attacks all race from Unknown and Fast.
Yeah, it was a very, very intense battle between them for sure. I mean, and Unknown's not a guy that's easy to keep behind you by any means.
No.
I
So,
invited D's.
so with that, the unofficial standings will be the Firebirds making it into the finals
Yay!
by 2 points over Premature Acceleration. They tied in points for this race, so it was a very, very good battle between all of them for sure.
If Colt Chevy could have practiced all week, he could have won.
Lying bastard.
Right.
I'm sorry, Colt Chevy. I had to.
Man, what a clean lap time by D's Kurtz to finish it out. I like that.
Yeah, nice even number. No odd numbers in there. It's just
It's nice and clean, you know?
nice and clean. That's
D's Kurtz.
Congratulations, D's.
Congratulations.
Yeah, it's been a long time coming.
Man, and what a race to hold off unknown for pretty much the full 15 laps.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
Same with the last race.
Yeah, and it seemed like, he was kind of toying with you there for a little bit. He'd show his bumper or his hood and then back off a little bit. And then show his hood and then back off a little bit.
Yeah.
These curds you can dry your hands off now, but
Yeah, right.
Oh, man.
Rattlesnake, man. I thought I had that for sure, but 14 and a half laps and I had to dump it.
Yeah, I mean, we were watching. Everyone was dumping it everywhere. So, I mean, even to lead 14 and a half, that's impressive.
Yeah.
But, yeah, what a hell of a race. I mean, obviously you and Unknown were pretty much at exactly the same level as each other. I mean, you guys tied on your qualifier.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm really not an A-class racer, but I mean, this car was fun, just not on these tracks.
Yeah, especially over on Rattlesnake, I bet.
Yeah, that was horrible.
I mean, I said to the chat, I got a message from AY saying, I hope you guys are enjoying this more than we are. And let me tell you, we enjoyed it.
I hope so.
But anyways, congratulations on a very well-deserved win.
Thank you.
And B-Dog just posted in the Discord that the official point standings for the finals will be posted tomorrow after he's done work. So keep an eye out on that.
All right.
Congratulations, man.
Thank you, Oscar.
yeah, congratulations to D's. That was a very
That
spectacular
was actually a really
race.
fun watch. So, yeah.
Yeah,
Thanks, Bob.
very fun to watch the battle. You each had a small minor screw up, which we
Yeah.
thought was going to end it, and it did not.
The way the road cutter bounces, you never know how it's going to bounce.
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah, uh-huh.
Yeah, it seems
Yeah,
like a
you're-
very unpredictable car.
It is.
Well,
Well,
congratulations
thank you. You
again,
guys did a
D's
wonderful
Kurds.
job, and enjoy your evening.
Thank
Thank
you.
you,
Hey,
sir.
you
You
too.
too.
You as well, sir. Well,
D's Kurds. What a man, dude. That guy has come a long way.
he has.
Yeah,
We've
with a
seen
couple
him.
of hospital trips in the middle. And your toes are getting better.
Is that what we need to do? All right.
Yeah, no kidding.
Let me go break my back real quick.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I'm just playing. It's
Just playing.
very, very strong wins. Very great races tonight. Congratulations to all of our winners in Spider with race number 1, lobby 1. Booby, race number 2, lobby 1. Unknown, race 1, lobby
Yep.
2.
Yes, sir. Unknown.
And D's Kurds, race 2, lobby 2.
This will be back next week, correct?
Yes, we will
There'll
have
be another SFA.
one more race. I guess 2 more races technically, but one lobby. The absolute finale will be hosted next week, next Monday. Not sure what time. I'm guessing probably 7 p.m. Eastern, where we will crown our victor. I will be likely the one streaming that, and I'm not sure who my commentators will be, but we will figure that out when the time comes.
Very
Don't
nice.
miss it. Don't miss it.
Don't miss it.
Thanks
It'll
for
be
having me,
a great
Wired.
race. It was It was
Always, Oscar.
awesome to have you boys back in the booth with me again. I loved it.
Yeah. Oh, and of
All
course,
right.
thanks for B-Dog for putting all this together.
Yes.
Of course, of course.
Yes. Thanks for the viewership, the viewers who watch. We love you.
And the chat's always good. I love you guys
Yes.
chatting with us. I mean, especially when you're by yourself, it can get really tough, but having everyone in the chat
Yeah.
helps with that a lot.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Alrighty, guys. Tune in next week
right.
on Monday. It's been a pleasure.
Mm-hmm.
And we will see y'all later.